it's been a minute since I've been on portrait mode. I wanted to do something more easier when it comes to cleaning house now, so it will be on portrait mode. I like to start by saying, I know I look young, but to let you know, I am 30. July 22nd, 1995 is my birthday. Also, I got some patches, so as you could tell, I was just stress breaking out. Now, I try not to pick my face, but it happens when you get stressed. I was around someone that used to do it a lot back in the day when I worked with them, and I guess it rubbed off on me the older I got. I don't do it that often, but when they get like this, they're gonna stay until I got, bam, pimple patches. Which I have not tried this Dollar General brand before, and I got Dollar General haul. We're gonna go over to the fridge. Got goodies. So, first things first is, gotta move this stuff. There's just a couple of things I had to put up. So, I got Pepsi, but it was on sale for $1 something. I don't like to drink a lot of sodas, but when I do, I also got creamer, but I put it in ahead. When I do like to drink soda, I like to just get a little bit and dilute it with a lot of ice, so then it's not as bad. I normally would get zero sugar, but I don't like zero sugar Pepsi. No. So if I'm gonna do do a certain soda like Pepsi or Mountain Dew, it's just gotta be regular. I just don't like sugar-free in general. I don't know if you guys are the same way. Just the sweetener alone in the Pepsi and the zero sugar tastes so nasty. And I think that's it on this. Now, I do like to put some chocolate stuff, like yogurt covered pretzels. I do like to put them in here sometimes to keep them cool. I also got my favorite wild berry Pop-Tarts. That's what I was talking about earlier on my ice cream review of the Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts, please make that so I can have that too. That'd be awesome. There we go. I don't like keeping the boxes on some of these snacks. I feel like it just wastes cabinet space. So I like to break it down and throw it away. Because if you don't do this, guys, you're going to bulk your trash bag up. And it's going to be a lot harder to fit stuff into your trash bag. So, we filled one up. But you see, you fold it up, you have more room. Alright. We're done for less room, and so I bought some more. Also have another thing that I'm going to make. Near the end of my last stream. But I couldn't make it yesterday. So I'm going to make... I've been waiting over 2 years to find it. Literally took me 2 years to find. Hold on, guys. Oh no, I put it high up to where I couldn't even get it almost. Spicy rice cakes. This took over 2 years to find here in Texas where I'm from, because when I would find it, I wouldn't have the money, and then when I go back with the money, it would be gone. I found it like once or twice. Finally found it 2 years later. 2 years later. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that. Put some hot water in it. Put some cheese sticks. I heard that's really good. And I'll review that. Also, I don't know if you guys tried that yet. I know it's been out before. Sour ropes. Didn't think I like it. I did like sour ropes back in the day when I was a little bitty kid. I like the red and green ones. But I like this. I'm telling you right here, this one's bothering me the most because I'm not used to wearing them. So it's like, ooh, what is that? What is that right there? I didn't want to get too many ramen, so I got enough to make it last at least maybe a week. Because we eat a ton of ramen here. Got bathroom stuff. I'll take the bathroom stuff in a minute. Anyway, guys. I'm gonna get this lined up as good as I can. So that way you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna get a cup. Start putting the silverware and whatnot. I have water from the other day in here. It has not sit that long. I was honestly gonna go ahead and do the dishes, but it's like, why not make this also a cleaning video? Because I can, and I will. The first thing I always like to do before dishes, guys, is, since I was a dishwasher for about 7, going on 8 years, I like to organize it. There we go. Got that well organized. Even if it's just a day of sitting, I'll still clean my sink out before I start cleaning dishes. And then you take the little sprayer. Especially this side too, where the clean dishes are going. Let's see. Bring her out if it's not much. I got more soap, so don't worry. Oh yeah, we got paper towels. We're gonna have a little fun. Hold on. There we go. It don't have to be perfect. It's up there. That's all that matters. It's where it needs to go. And now then, I'm gonna get these clean dishes. Oh, cup. One more cup. Oh no. Get somewhere else. Oh yeah. Extra lid can go with the other Tupperware. Let's go with the other lids. Don't judge me, but I had this sitting and they're gone. Oh. Do not judge me either. I also did this at work a lot. I would be doing other stuff and overflow the sink by accident. Now, there's a nifty trick you can do. Okay, that's good. There we go. Wash my hands because I did touch some dirty dishes. Now I'm going to finish this up. This goes to the coffee machine. That was from last night, so it's okay. to be taking you everywhere. So that way, make sure you know what I'm doing. Putting up the rest of the clean dishes. There we go. So we got that clean. Now we can move on to cleaning these up. See, keeping the house tidy constantly, it don't take as long as it normally would. But just me and him, with 2 to 3 days worth, it took me maybe an hour or 2. This is a pretty small place. go. We got that done. So let's see. I need to get a clean rag. Let's see, I'm gonna move you guys over here. Put this over there for now. Right there. Oh yeah, I don't need that. Alright, gonna put this back. That's probably trash. Yeah. There we go, toilet paper. And then alright. There we go, clean the sink out. Don't want food remaining. It's a pretty easy place to clean. It's the reorganizing part. So if you're wondering what's in the crock pot, it's this chicken slowly cooking for a day or two now. Going on third day. Gonna finish it up tonight. Let's see here. Those do get dirty, so I do spread them off occasionally. So we got bacon, lettuce, tomato. We used to live off these when we lived at his parents' place. And I'm going to take some of that chicken meat, since it's like shredded meat at this point, and mix it in. And then whatever left we got, we'll save for ramen, because that's important to have some protein in it. So that way you're at least getting a little nutrition. There we go. Got all that dirty layer off. Now we're going to spray it once more. Now remember, I'm not going to get every dust particle in this house off the stove or dog hair, because dog hair is consistent. I do have a dog that sheds. But what I'm trying to do is at least ensure that it's clean for a day or so. So when I go back, it won't be greasy or anything. It'll just have dust and hair, unless we cook on it again. Chicken. Food thermometer. I always like to rinse it off because we have used it. There we go. All clean. Now I am going to move this over to that one, just so that way I have room to work. There we go. Last night when we made the ramen, he realized it was still a little pink, so we ended up patting it dry and sauteing it, and it was excellent in our ramen. So good, in fact, I almost ate it all. So yeah, let's move drinks and stuff. You don't want to get vinegar in your drink. There we go, the new soap over there. Also, guys, don't forget, he forgot to take it back for the purple one. But if you can, you have to buy a meal to get this. The Whopper meal that they got out at Burger King. So good, you gotta try it. They got a cookie swirl shake, cookie sugar. Put this up. Alright. If I need another towel, I'll get another towel. Let's see. Gonna take this to the bathroom. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I got right. Okay, spray bottle. That's another thing. I put that desk there because it's trying to keep me safe from my roommate. allergies really bad sometimes. Hold on. I'm going to take this real fast. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I had to get a drink. I'm not going to have my drink nearby while I'm working. That's just extra trash bags. Alright, let's see. Like I told you guys, I've learned over the years, even if it's a small box, it's always good to fold it up so you have room in your trash for other things. Boxes can get bulky over time. Oh yeah, our Band-Aids. Really need to go somewhere else. Those need to be thrown away. They were out of the packaging. I don't use Q-tips. Our roommate did. After I got COVID, back in 2020, 2021, after it came out a year or two before, and I didn't experience any symptoms of any kind. I wasn't sick. I did have a runny nose, and my ears were acting up because my nose. I have congestive sinuses. I have hay fever. So when it hit me, it messed with my allergies more than anything. So, I was in the middle of cleaning my ear with a Q-tip, and I went and damaged my right eardrum so bad that for a solid week, like the first few days, I couldn't hear hardly out of that ear. And I would just dig at my ear. I was so scared of losing it. So I started putting cotton balls, and I got some ear medicine. And thank God my ear came back. So I guess that's the only things that were affected when I got COVID. Okay, this is the one that don't pull. We have one that he messed up because the way he was using it to cut his beard, it made it to where it started pulling hair. So I shaved the top of my head, just the under part, but when he's going to it would start pulling hair and hurting. So that's the good one. Let's see, it said AP. I think I got rid of it. Here it is. Here's the one that pulls. Gotta get rid of it. So more trash. I used to dye my hair back in the day. I used to dye it red. I dyed it half blue, half pink. I dyed my hair blue. I did not like it because it looked more green than it did blue. These are for in case Nacho has an accident like he did one time, because he accidentally got worms. I don't know how. But we got the medicine to him, and the wormy medicine. And he hasn't had any since. Now, I'm not going to keep this anymore. Now, my father-in-law, sweet man, when we first got the dog, he was using the bathroom everywhere. But, like, again, I've said this previously, he was a rescue. We didn't really know much. The guy gave him to me, and he was looking around paranoid. I was like thinking, oh no. And then I found out who his sister was, so I knew that, I hate to sound like this, but he was obviously on meth when he gave me the dog, and the dog was terrified when he got here. He didn't know what a toy was. He didn't know what hardly anything was. He was scared to eat. Obviously, he was bullied. The guys did tell us that he was bullied by his other bigger dogs. He had like 8 dogs, 8 kids. So this dog literally hates children because the guy had 6 to 8 kids, and some of them were like 2, 3-year-olds. So to only fathom what he went through. And I've never seen the guy since, so, you know, the way the dog reacts to things just tells me right there. Poor little puppy. Animals don't deserve that. I don't know why some people think they can just hit on people and get away with it, or hit on animals. And like the guy that was living with us, I thought he was a good person, but I realized real quick why that girl did what she did. He's a sick man, and I'm never going to see him again. Never. I even offered if he would just admit he was wrong and would apologize. But the thing was, chat, I was not going to hook that PC back up. But he's got friends. His friend is over there right now with him, so he's got a hotel room. He's not homeless. What he did was wrong. He won't admit it. And to top it off, he was talking behind my back the whole time he was here. Not to mention, I was being super good to this guy. Like, I was getting on the workman for being a little rude and accusing at the time, but I didn't realize that this guy was really after me. In a sense, not really, but he was the type of person that if he's seen a couple doing anything, he would say that, like, I don't want to see that. And he would just constantly question me on things I was saying or doing. Constantly. I was so stressed out. And every time I wanted to live stream, there was it was, wait, I have to finish this video. Wait, I have to finish on Discord. Things that he could do on his phone, you know? Like, he was hooked up to the Wi-Fi on our phone. On his phone. And then, what I realized was, my internet's not for PCs. It's not PC-friendly internet. It was literally taking everything. So, like, the TV wouldn't even pop on half the time. It wouldn't connect to the internet. And then I realized, I told the internet providers when I first started, I had a Chromebook, I had a PS4, and a TV. That's all I had. Which, I don't have a cell phone to call up my provider and say, hey, I got a PC too on top of it. I couldn't do that. And so, the internet got switched over to Workman, because it used to be in my name back in the day. And I started realizing, after he left, how much he was pulling from my internet. And I was thinking to myself, man, my live streams lagged the most, and everything lagged because it was on that. And to top it off, it didn't have enough gigabyte on the RAM. Like, you have to have 16 gigabytes of RAM to run OBS alone. Okay? So if you think about it, chat, he had me thinking that I could just use the computer whenever he wanted. In reality, he just wanted to be able to plug up his computer because they wouldn't let him when he lived with them. Now I see why. He was obsessed. It kind of woke me up and made me realize that items aren't just... They're not easy to replace, some items, but it's not even worth it. It's not worth my health fighting every single day, waiting 2 or 3 hours to start a live stream. Trust me, the dude was nice at first. Fantastic, but he wasn't really my friend to begin with. He was working ends, and I was being respectful. And people tend to take advantage of that. Unnoticed. Did not like how he was talking to me or my husband. Trying to break us up. While living under the same roof. Mind you, he broke up a couple before. I was thinking to myself, why on earth do I still want him ever coming back? I do not want to live with other people. My kids, if my kids ever needed me, yes. But him, no. And during that time, I got banned while I was here. During that time, my car got towed. I don't even know where it's at. I checked a few places, but they said it wasn't there. And to top it off, my neighbor, who got into it with, her SUV's been sitting out for over 1.5 years, broke down before mine. And it's still sitting out there. And I was thinking to myself, why wouldn't they take hers too? It's been sitting there for who knows how long. And it's just sitting there still. And so I was complaining to the tow people who didn't have my car. But I was complaining to them like, why is her car sitting out there but my car got taken? And he was saying it's the police. So I was like, oh yeah, she's buddies with the police, whatever. Now, I got these because they're on sale, but they're like $3 or $4 for these or more. Now, for $1 at the Dollar General, so if you need toilet paper, go check there. I'm pretty sure you found those. I got Caline lotion because you never know, rashes form. Let's put that one right over there. There's that. Oh no. There, I'm not touching that, I'm sorry, but I'm just not. Trash, this isn't trash. Trash. This can go back under. And these can, oh. There's Q-tips in here. Why? those Q-tips away. Ew. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta get the trash can. Right back. Okay, hold on. There we go. One hand for the trash bag. I'm not like cleaning the tool and stuff off camera. I mean, I could go ahead and just do it. Okay, I was kidding. That's another thing I was forgetting. Can't believe I forgot that. Okay, hold on. I gotta improvise. Okay, don't come at me, but this is what I do whenever I have a cleaner. Use a little bit of soap. And then I'm going to spray the rim and stuff with this vinegar because I'm allergic to bleach. So yeah, let that sit a minute. Go ahead and clean out the toilet bowl. Oh yeah, I'll just use this one. I'll have that back. Okay, another thing you needed to know was that extra tower he had. Yeah, he told me it worked. It needed some kind of update on the storage or something. I don't know, he said it's going to be $40. And then he thought Workman was breaking up with me so he can continue living here after pushing me first. Like the little TV, when I was live streaming the other night, I had to tilt it forward to make it work. And the volume hardly works on it and stuff. It was already having issues. But dude literally, when he went to push me, he literally shoved it over. It didn't have legs. It was sitting up against his tower. He was okay with. But he literally shoved it, and he went to shove me, and he got a finger, and I almost stumbled backwards because I didn't want him to touch me, and I told him not to touch me. Like, he started threatening to hit me, and so I'm holding back everything I got not to hit him, and he hits me first, and it's like, he didn't even punch hard, but the thought of him hitting me over a PC really upset me, so I'm like, okay, dude, you hit me. And then he hit me back because he hit me and I hit him. Correct respawn. I was literally holding back. And I said, dude, you literally hit me first. And he's still saying that I hit him first. Why on earth would I hit him? Is the question. I didn't hit him. He obviously came in to break us up. And it didn't work. I hate cleaning this, but it has to be done. See, there are things in life we don't want to do, but sometimes you can't sit there and complain about it. There's nothing you can do. You gotta clean house, you gotta clean house. Alright, I'll be right back to clean the counter. Alright, I'm back. Anyway, I just realized the most important thing is that I have workmen. Workman knows how I like the house. He knows that when I get done with the live streams, there's every now and again I may leave it very little, but I like everything to be cleaned up like it should be. It shouldn't be dirty, and let's throw that away. It's a time and a place for messiness. And also, he wanted me to be like a parent to him, I guess. because his other friends were I'm not taking care of a grown man like that, no. Except work men. I'm just glad to have my place back. And he's not without a home. He has a home. He don't have to worry about cleaning or anything like that because he don't clean. He would go to work and that's fine and all, work's fine. But I wasn't going to sit there and enforce a cleaning rule on him until he just started leaving the desk a mess every single day. He thought I was on his computer for hours. No. As soon as I got up, he would still be laying down, right? Or at least I thought. So I would go out there. Desk was a disaster. Spend close to 30 minutes to an hour sitting there trying to get it cleaned up. He was accusing me of just being on his PC 24/7 when I wasn't. I live streamed for an hour. So let's see, I live stream around 1 hour. And then I would be done, hand it over to him. Everything was swimming. Until that day he decided that his video was more important than my thing. And he knew the lease agreement, and I was like, But what went too far was the fact that he hit me. And he tried to play like he was the victim, and I was like, no, you're not. And I had to leave my house. And nothing but my flip-flops running down the road while it was raining. Almost fell. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why am I running from my own house? This is my house, not his. Like, I brought him in because he had nowhere else to go, is what he said. That was a lie. Just like everything else came after him was a lie. That's like, I'm not trying to be rude about this lady, but like, what I don't understand is she's making $4,000 to $6,000 a month. That's with taxes taken out. And all she did was complain. And when I lost my job, I was like, I don't even have a job. You're lucky to have that job. That job's really difficult. There's a lot of men stuck in prison. I haven't seen a lady for years, and if they do, they try to do stuff. That job is dangerous on its own because some of the inmates think they can just get whatever they want if they threaten your life, which has happened already to like over 10 of them. There was 10 of them there bringing in illegal drugs before she showed up. She just happened to got on because she's an elder and she had experience in security or something. So when she got the job, all she started doing was complaining. Like, she complained about giving us rides. She complained when we went to Walmart. This is a true story. Walmart was rearranging at the time, and I hardly got out because my vehicle just went out on me. And so she's like, you only have 30 minutes. Get in, get out. You got that? You got 30 minutes. And the whole store was rearranged, right? Like, I didn't know where anything was. Here she comes, like, it's been over an hour. Over an hour was taking so long. I got lost in here, but I don't know what's wrong with you. I was thinking, are you really saying this to me? Are you really saying this? I lost everything, and you're literally griping because I'm having trouble finding out where to go? It's like, wow, this lady is nuts. No, thank you. I will not live like that. I lived like that growing up as a kid. Rushed, rushed, rushed. I don't like it. No one likes being rushed. She knew what she's doing. She's trying to make me mad. Trying to run me off. Didn't work. And besides, you guys see how clean my house is? She literally has mildew over. It's just her and a dog. She literally has mildew on her counter and the sink. She had sink water for over a year just sitting there. And it's just her. And like my husband would go over there to help her because he felt sorry for her. So he spent hours over there picking up trash, and I'd just go back to the way it was. And I got tired of it. Look, man, she is not trying to get better for herself. All you're doing is picking up her trash, and she's just going to go and do that again. Well, I was right. She literally had him pick up her trash, and in less than a week, it went back to the way it was. Now she's being kicked out because we have a rule. My puppy's in there. He gets very anxious when I clean. But we have a rule. The rule is, see, I'm able to walk throughout my house. Keep stuff off the ground. Clean your house. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. It's not that bad to clean a house. Especially with one person. Now, 2 people, this apartment can take up to an hour or 2. Rearranging can take up to 2 to 4 hours, depending on what I'm doing. See, I'm just saying, this is so easy to do. Yet, she needed help. I don't need help. I can rearrange this whole place by myself. If you need help, it's because you let it get that far. You let it get like that. And I've had that happen, okay guys? I'll tell you in a minute. There's some dirty socks. I'm going to take them. I'm just going to move this real fast. Hold on. So yeah guys, when I lost my job about, it's been over 2 years, so about a year or 2 ago, I lost my job, right? So I went into ultimate depression for months. I wouldn't do nothing. All I did was play Hogwarts Legacy because I was so worried about them being abused and stuff, especially that first month not being there. Well, turned out I was right about that. They were being abused. And that whole crew got fired. You can't abuse an elderly. They even have new laws now. You can't. Dude was taking advantage of me. My old manager that just got on, the other one retired, she's old. She's like 72, 73. She had rectal cancer. She got cured of cancer. So it's like, yeah, she deserves to retire. But when she brought that guy in, messed up everything. Literally everything I had. Remember, this is very bulky, so it can make it heavy. So when you're going by yourself to pick up something, be very careful. Look with your legs. Get in position. Alright, here we go. There you go for right now. We don't need that. Put it back in storage. Oh yeah, and for the people that were coming on to check me out when I had time, that's fine. And I know that you can't stay long, but thank you for showing up. Alright, also, so you know, that is a very good headset to have, Razer. Now, I don't know how long-term effect it will be because I'm not good at taking care of headsets. I prefer an open mic. I'm going to be doing that eventually. What I'm trying to do is clear this so I can start moving it. It don't work. There's still a little Deadpool. But I got this at Ross 4, 5, 6 years ago. I used to use it a lot until it broke the nozzle. Pokemon! Little Pokemon. Don't need this anymore. My drawings. Extra books I got. There we go, so we moved that out of the way. We are going to start moving this stuff over because the TV behind will be my primary TV from now on. Since that little TV don't work, I'm not going to keep it. I am, however, going to go ahead and unplug it. Apparently, monitors aren't as they should be. They can get easily broken. I'm going to take this off for a minute. We have mice on and off, so can't really. Hold on. I hate when this happens. There we go. like, no, you forgot to unplug something. Got to unplug the switch. That's normal. It's okay. Okay, that stool went with my art desk. And guess what? I don't like it, especially when you're sitting there trying to draw. No, thank you. That's why I don't use it. I use it for a footstool instead. Hey, I'm still getting my money's worth. Everything has a place. Yes, it does. Everything gets a nice, proper place in my house. I try the best I can to keep what I got in good condition. That's why I still have a PS4, and that's why I still have a Switch. Time for the fun part. Alright. Now before I move this TV, I'm just gonna do some stretches. And then get a drink. This is the longest I've gone. You're probably wondering, but you see it in a second. I'll explain everything. Ew, there's a dead cricket back there. Oh. Okay, before I start moving this, I'm not gonna get all of it. I'm just getting a little at a time. Alright, there's this moving, special moving things. There we go. Now, a lot of people have preferences on what I just did. I see one person's watching. Hi. But yeah, if I'm rearranging, I will sweep in between and then do a last quick sweep up. But if I'm just doing a regular cleaning, normally wait till the end. Wait till no one else is here, so that way it's just me walking on the floor. So yeah, these don't work. And me, personally, I don't like keeping things that don't work, so bye-bye, you go, bye-bye. You got extra my thing, so I'm thinking is leaving it here for the Wi-Fi modem. But also, do you see what I mean? This is from Christmas. What is it, what is it, May? I think it's time to take this off. And how it is real simple. It can be real simple and easy. So I got 3 of Ashley's first gin. I don't know what happened to the rainbow one. It went bye-bye. So let's start out with 1 at a time. That versus these. There we go. Now we can move on to picking up the TV. I have no idea what that came from. Oh, there's a butter knife. Hey, I wondered the same thing. How did that butter knife get there? Everything. Everything wants to get connected at the last minute. Whew. I'm telling you, this takes a lot of work for one person. But it's so worth it when I'm able to sit down. This is another thing I didn't realize that it was building up. I'm allergic to dust, so this is a good thing. I took it off and I'm cleaning it. Now then, I am going to take this. Let it sit decently. Try one more time. There we go. Oh yes, and if you are allergic to bleach like me, the best thing to ever use is vinegar and lemon juice and dilute it a little with water. So 1 part, it depends on how you're doing it. So 1 part vinegar, 1 part lemon juice. Let's say you want it extra strong, 2 parts each. Then fill up the rest with water. So that's half with vinegar and lemon juice. Thankfully, I do have where I can connect the TV to the other port nearby. Also, real fast. I got a second. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Look how smart my mice are in the house. They literally drag stuff off. Let's see how is this all set up? So can I plug this? It's very important to get your cords untangled the best you can. There's that. Really want this there. Let's see. There's that. Now put the PS4, that PS4 back up here. I wanted it centered, but I need to put it back so I can have I'm going to replace this one with Animal Crossing 1. Ow. Ow, it got my fingy. This is the Mario one. Alright, here's the Animal Crossing one. I got it 2 months after it was being released. I was so excited when I got it. I spent hours just playing Animal Crossing. That's where the camera goes. Alright. We got all that. We'll put this hard drive back. It's gonna have to fix itself since it got unplugged. Not my fault. Okay. Put these back here. They're emergency ones anyway. I'm gonna start putting my little figures back. I had a rhino Lego one, but I can't find it. I don't know where it went. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. We're taking this through. So. I just like having little figurines around. It's not a must, but this is something I've collected over time. Also got to clear that off so I can put the computer to the side so I can look at it. I need a quick drink. I get him some new headphones. I didn't realize. See, the whole time during that whole ordeal, I didn't realize he was using a headphone that didn't work. He never did speak up. That's how good of a man he really is. He don't hit me. He knows better. He'll hit things around the house. That's fine. Just as long as he don't break it. Like I told him, please don't break anything. Ignoring the arguments he will stop what he's doing and think about it, and he will stop. He will stop. I'm so grateful to have a man like that. There are a lot of men that will beat on a woman. Okay, we ran into a small bump. That's okay. At some point, we were, with the way the guy put that. We have a tiny box that goes to our modem, and it's attached to the wall. That's what fell a while ago. And yeah, I fixed it. Now, a subscriber gave this to me while she was in the hospital. She had a stroke, and she's recovering, and she's doing really good, and I'm so thankful that she's okay. And I've seen her a few weeks ago, I think. It's been a minute, but she is starting to walk good on her own, just about, without having to use her walker as much. She is just so thankful to be alive. I mean, in all honesty, guys, a stroke is really, really scary. And I just can't help but to feel connected, because, I mean, what if that was my partner? You know what I'm saying? Like, my partner means the world to me. And I was just thinking of what he was going through, his dad. I was just like, man, that is rough. That is really rough to go through. She's fine though. She's gonna make a recovery. That's all that matters. Thank God. Thank God she's okay. The stuff that just that one. Okay, got everything needed. So, need to set that down. Hold on, guys. Oh, now you want. Okay. Now it wants to work. Oh, yeah, don't need that anymore. And one thing I've learned is if you don't need something, donate. And if it don't work, throw it away. And it's really good to do that once a month. Just purge your closet of things you don't need. Personally, if you're not wearing that sweater, that tank top, or that shirt, it's just not working for you, give it to someone that will use it, that will need it. There are a lot of people out there that need stuff. And I feel like instead of throwing it out, they can use it. And that's what I'm going to do here in a little bit. Got a few things I'm going to donate to the church down the road. God bless them. They're very good people. We went by in desperate need of a new chair, and they just happened to give us one. So praise God. I have a church to go to every Sunday. Praise God. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have half the stuff I have. I would not be alive. It is a blessing to be alive on this earth. And to share it. Be nice. Kind to people. That's what God wants. Sometimes we tend to forget that as human beings. Because we're not perfect. God knows that. That's why He's always going to be there for us. Even through this dark time I went through. The whole time I was doing nothing but praying about it. Asking God, did I do this right? God was just showing me that I didn't need that extra person in my life. That extra person was a very toxic person. I hate sounding like that. Not everyone's very toxic. You understand what I'm saying? Just God said we weren't ready, and that we need to get our butts in gear because He has something special. Alright. This was an easy setup. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Headphones right there. Now I can start putting my little decorative pieces, my little pins. I'm so thankful you guys are showing up. Thank you so much for popping up. That means a lot to me. And for the people that show up later on, thank you so much. You get 2 thumbs up because you did make effort. You did show up, even if it's later on. It don't matter because you are good people. Just everyone has their moments. I had my moment. Ain't gonna lie. Now, God understands that I'm not perfect. God accepts me for who I am, and He knows I'm trying. Everyone's trying. My little Pokemon stand. It's like, where am I gonna put it? I don't have room for everything. Goodness gracious. I have a lot of I do have a lot of stuff that don't. Okay. Now, don't hate, but Walmart, they used to have these, but also there's Tsum Tsums. I could have said that wrong. But I used to collect those back in the day. I don't have any more. But these reminded me so much of them that I bought them. They're so adorable. You know, little puppy, little kitty. Looks like a lynx, a fox, and a kitty. characters I'm gonna put up. Let's see. I also got these. They're my favorite. Got them when I got Tears of the Kingdom a couple of years back. 2021, 2022. So yeah, I had them for a good long while. I'm gonna lay them flat so everyone can see them. I got a SpongeBob, but it goes over on my drawing desk. This amiibo helped me get one of my Animal Crossing villagers. Marina. That's legitimately her name. Marina. Now I want to put these somewhere else because I gotta move. Okay. I got to move all these bottles so I can put them over there where I used to have them. So that's his stuff. We got another NASCAR thing. While she's at the hospital, I got this and the airplane. I was just like, wow, she's giving me something. It's an honor. I was so worried about it at the time. And I know her partner was so busy taking care of her, trying the best he can. I was just so worried. Look, it didn't even break. I was so worried about her though. We got some amazing sake imports from a few years ago. The best of the best. Don't worry, these bottles are empty, so it's not the cheap of the cheap, but will get you drunk. And yes, I can say this because I'm 30. I don't drink. I'm not a light drinker. I barely even drink at all now. The rest of these can go over here for a minute. Oh yeah, it did fall. I gotta put some more adhesive in it. Where it fell. Just put it in and move this. There we go. Alright, this is gonna be the fun part. Moving all these movies. My dog's toy, my husband's shoe. Let's see. Got a bunch of different movies. Oh, there's where it went. There's where Spirit Away went. I thought it was gone forever. You see, weird things happen in my house. And well, when someone moved in, I didn't expect them to start noticing things right away. And well, even though I'm not living right for the Lord, I still believe in the Lord. I still try. I'm not perfect, so not every day. I still try to take the time to talk to the Lord. And so whatever evil presence is here, I'm not scared of it. The Lord's protecting me. But roommate moved in. What roommate didn't know is I've been dealing with this for months. I've been so scared to be by myself in a sense. Not like I was scared of whatever it was, but whatever it was opening my back door up, and I would be asleep. And so when I would wake up, the door would be cracked open, and I have it locked. I would have it double locked at one point. I literally double locked it. Back door would be open, screen door would be wide open. And I was like, okay, this is weird, but I'm going to ignore it. So apparently our Our apartment is haunted. Guys, whether you believe me or not, things disappear, they pop back up. Not every single thing, but like when me and my roommate got into that argument and I came back, the mouse was gone. Like, I looked everywhere throughout this whole house for it and still can't find it. Like, movies disappear. Little things that you wouldn't even think of. Like, for instance, this hat would disappear. Whatever I wanted at that moment would disappear. And so, it did die down for a little while. But, like, I also seen, and I'm not too scared where I can't talk about it in my own house, but I have seen a tall, shadowy figure walk in the living room before. Of literally the first week or two into living here. My bedroom door, I was out here sleeping. My bedroom door opened by itself, no one here. So yeah, I've been living with that for a while. But like I said, I'm not scared to the point where whatever this thing is gonna hurt me. More or less, moving roommate in is what caused it to start happening more frequently than not. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not perfect. I did go through a rebellious stage at one point. So yes, I did touch a Ouija board more than once. You know, things like that do happen. I just got a little curious, you know? I've seen all these YouTubers and stuff, and it's like, and then it just started getting creepy to the point where we took it out. Me and him both got mad at what it was saying to us. So we were drinking at that night. We took it, ripped it up, took it outside, he burned it when I was living at his parents'. Apparently, the next morning, weird stuff started happening. And then later on, it reappeared. I was like, okay. So ever since then, I've been haunted by whatever's been on that board. It don't scare me. Again, like I said, I have the Lord. But ever since then, a lot of bad stuff has happened to me. And that's why I said, whatever you do, do not ever touch one of those because it will ruin your life. Yes, it will. Not to mention, my dumb butt went and got a second one. And, needless to say, I went to bury the thing. And apparently it kept showing back up. It's like, you're probably wondering, viewers, ma'am, why did you do that? Like I said, I was a rebellious teen. That in my family, on her family, if I am really her child or not, I don't know. But the Blairs run on her side of the family. Elizabeth Blair was from the Salem trials where her family was being accused. Now, the family did not really do witchcraft. What they did was practice medicine. Like, they would come up with remedies with plants and stuff to heal. There was a town murderer. I found this all out on Ancestry, so it checks out. Anyway, there's a murderer taking the children into the woods, literally killing them. And they went and burned this woman. She had a child who escaped somehow. But the thing about it was, they burned her, and guess what? The murderer came out and said, haha, everyone, guess what? I killed those children. She was trying to save them. It's like, so, in reality, when you watch the Blair movie, it's just over-exaggerating on witchcraft. Her family did not practice witchcraft of any kind. Which, I did not practice witchcraft. I did touch Ouija board. My bad. But I don't practice any of that. I don't know anything about that. But the thing was, her family didn't need to die. That woman didn't need to die. be very careful when moving these. Because when I first put them up, I put them up wrong. It took 2 hours to put one up. Because the first hour I put it, I'm like, okay, this isn't wrong. And so over time, when I went to rearrange again, I almost tore them up. See how it's wobbly? So I had to make some holes. And thankfully it worked for now. But I do plan on getting a bigger bookshelf, like, to fit everything. A big bookshelf, not just a little one, a big one. I know I had a towel somewhere. Where did it go? Where did my towel go? Aww. Oh, there it is. All this dust makes me sick. Literally. I'm supposed to be cleaning this daily. Who wants to clean dust when you're allergic to it, though? So this will wait for a little wipe down. Now remember, guys, this does take slightly longer cleaning the house, so there it goes. So yeah, this is some tape in there. But you just have these right up against each other. That is very gross. Alright guys, watch me as I take all this off now. Oh, no. I'm trying to be very careful because this can come off real easily. They're detachable. I got them back at Walmart for $10 back in the day, $9.99 without tax. This is also his mother collected a lot of stuff, just like my grandma. Awesome woman. That's supposedly my baby picture. Yeah, I don't buy that. So easy, just take someone else's baby picture and just put it up there and claim it. This is my nephew. He's an awesome young man, working hard to make sure that he has a future. Now, yeah, so I was going to work on this later on. I need to put them back in their books, sleeve some, but they need to go to the desk right now. Here's a very cool Stein. He got, let's see, Salem Ship Grand Turk, I can't say that, since 1786. So when I looked this up, this had a problem with this, with the way it bent and stuff, so it's kind of like a small recall. But these run between $50 in perfect condition. Now this is not the perfect condition. It got broke. But it's for us to just have. My husband, this is my husband's diploma, which he didn't show up to that day, and they were calling him, and his uncle has a video. And you know what, guys, I want to put that video up at some point. This is going to be hilarious. Y'all see Workman not showing up to his graduation. the last little bit. So again, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull it over there. Oh, there's still moving. I'm moving the school. There's that. Yep. Perfect. Now I can bring the camera back over here. And yes, I do have a double chin. And no, I don't care what people think about it. I just don't like it. And so, I found a neat way to get rid of a double chin. They don't want you to know. Yes, there's exercises, like, it's nothing nasty, but, like, holding your head up 5-10 minutes a day. That did work, but not as good as pure sweating it off. Wearing this tightens your skin. The doctors, no one's going to tell you this after having kids. You're going to figure this out on your own. But after I had kids, the doctors did not tell me that I had to wear something tight and constructive around my loose skin, around my stomach, from having all that weight on me. And also, I learned this on my own through Koreans and Japanese women. Back when I was on Temu, they had this mask that after 2 months you're supposed to replace, right? So I did that. It worked. Liked it. And I was like, I don't want to keep buying the same thing over and over. So I was looking around, and it was wintertime. I knew I was needing a ski mask. So I picked this up. Ever since I wore it, my neck used to droop so bad. So bad. Now look at it. You can barely even see anything. I'm like in shock. But this is what people aren't going to tell you. You have to figure out through your own experience at some point of your life. And this works for me. If you guys can, sweating is good for you. I have my AC off right now. Working. Sweating. You know, doing stuff. That's how I've been able to lose weight. And also, like I was telling you guys, I know this has least 0 sugars in it, but it does have sweetener in it. So this is okay. So when I go and have a soda here in a little bit, I'm just going to have a small cup of soda. Normally just drink a lot of Kool-Aid, this, water, and milk tea. Earl Grey. I pick it up at my local Walmart. English breakfast tea. And Lady Grey. Lady Grey is my favorite. It also has lemon. And also, guys, drinking lemon in your water, lemon juice, concentrated, take about like a teaspoon or more, just however you prefer your lemon water. You can also put in tea, which my Lady Grey has, thankfully. I don't like coffee, however, unless it's cold coffee. Like cold coffee, Starbucks, not the glass ones, the cans. Or like if I'm having Starbucks or McDonald's. Like iced coffee is my favorite. Iced tea, I hate. I hate drinking cold tea. I used to, but I hate it. Whew, this turned out longer than I thought it would be. I'm going to start out with the simple stuff. Downmore was excellent, 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 very excellent. Remember guys, I got different bottles to grab so I can rearrange this however I want. Macallan, for all my Scottish people out there, I know I don't say things right, but for all the Scottish people out there in this world, thank you so much for making this. Thank you so much for making great Scotch. Thank you so much for making this one too. It's a single malt Scottish whiskey, 12 years, 15 years. This one came from Highland. Single malt. This, however, is my go-to. I have not, like I said, I have not drunk in I don't know how long. A month or two ago, and that's just wine. We also got some American whiskey, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Now remember guys, this is mostly his, but I tend to take common interest in a lot of stuff. And one thing for sure, if you can, drink sake. Drink it. Not trying to force you or anything like that, but sake is very healthy. Very good for you. So, let's see here. The nice bottles can go front. The cheap one can go right here. I think I had one more box to put over here. No, two more. So we got a Glenfiddich Dutch. And no, I did not try to say the bad word, okay? Don't think that. Please and thank you. I cannot say Scottish. I'm not Scottish and I'm not Irish. I know that for a fact. And if I do have it, it's very little. Very little. But that right there is the best. This is also one that he liked more or less than I did. It was okay. But the Downmore was the best. And yes, guys, you see me messing with the temple patches. I know I'm not supposed to, but at the same time, I can't help it. Just sitting right there on my lip, on the edge of my lip. how they're fine when they're not too heavy. See, he don't stand good. He automatically has to go right there. Sasuke. Kakashi. Neji. Got this awesome there's that. Put that right there. I'm just trying to make this fair, guys, because this is his house as much as it is mine with me. What we got left is these two little items right here. Put that in and put this back up. Right there. There we go. Did not like that picture frame. I'm going to give me one finished. As far as movie order goes, y'all guys are really gonna hate me, but that's okay. I'm not putting them alphabetical order. I'm gonna put them by subcategory the best I can. Then after this, all I got is very little to do. So after this, I might end the live stream because I've been going for 2 hours, and that's not normal. Even though these are lightweight, I'm still taking my time. I've done this so much, I can move as many as I can now. Here we go. I've worked at different places, so taking your time, making sure you do it right the first time. You don't have to go back and do it all over again just because you're in a hurry. You got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Now these are all my games I did own. A few of them I don't own anymore. There we go. One more set of books and movies. Don't worry. Got it. There we go. Oh, I did not mean to do that. It happened again. Alright. There we go. So the books can go at the bottom. Yes, I was a big fan of this. Am I now? No. Big fan, still big fan. How to Kill a Mockingbird. It is about an actual movie that actually happened. This is his. So that's movie. Yes, I got 2 shows that my kids gave me, but asked me to keep them, so. Bootleg movie. Princess and the Magic Mirror. I've never seen that. Never even knew about it till now. Movie. Well, it is a kid-friendly movie. Okay, kid-friendly movie over there. Movie. I want to keep my Disney movies together. That's what I'm doing. That's bottom line, because it's so despicable to me. Wally, Little Stitch, Toy Story. Oh, they got a new Toy Story 2, by the way. Enchanto. Enchanto's my favorite. Reno. All kids movies. Lion King. Lion King and a 1.5. Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell. Cars. Ice Age. Still got some more books over here. Yes, I like Harry Potter. And yes, I know it's not real. And yes, I know it's witchcraft, but I know the difference between real and fake. So yes, please don't judge me. This is a good book. I have yet to finish. So I got halfway. That was back in high school, so I tried rereading it and got that far again. Never finished reading it. Okay, I don't care what y'all guys think. Kill Bill is a really good movie, in my opinion, though. IP Man is a really good movie. I think I got all of them. I got IP 1 and 2. I got Men in Black 1 and 2. Here we go, IP Man. Legend is Born. I don't know which one this is. So I just put him over here because he knows. I got Kiss of the Dragon. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Those are really good. I love a lot of Kung Fu movies. And yes, we do like cowboy stuff. Got some cowboy movies too. Got wrestling. Love wrestling. Huge wrestling fan. Love Stone Cold Steve Austin. If there's any way I could see that guy, because my grandma never got to, that would be awesome. Lord of the Rings. We got some great classics from Andy Griffin. I have yet to see that, so I don't know. We do have Bible stuff. Like I said, I believe in the Lord. I do. And if someone gets mad at me for believing, that's on them. Because it's not going to offend me that they got upset. As long as the Lord knows that I believe in Him and that I trust Him, that's all that matters. We got Hotel Transylvania. I need the fourth one. I need the fourth one and the third and the first one. Yeah, I've seen the first one over 100 times, but it'd be nice. So first categorize them, and then if I have any room still, then I'll finish putting them. So I got Deadpool 1 and 2. I don't know what the other one is. Yeah, I'll just say. I got Hellboy, Power Rangers. Oh my gosh. You guys gotta watch this. It used to air on Cartoon Network all the time. That's how old I am. I watched Cartoon Network ever since I was a little bitty kid. Yes, I did. Ninja Turtles is my favorite. I grew up watching all this stuff. Loved it all. I know it's a kid's movie, but they're also superhero movies, so they go right here. We got some funny ones. Vacation. Furry Vengeance. Medea. Medea, I love Medea. Had fun. Haunted House. Stupid, but stupid funny. Like, stupid funny, not for kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, got a lot of different couple movies I'm just picking at right now. We got some more Christmas stuff here. I like to keep Christmas stuff nearby. My, God stuff, because, well, not all of them, but, you know, like A Christmas Story, that's a tradition of ours to watch. Ever since I met Workman and his dad. Sonic, I feel like that's more or less an adult movie in a sense. Garfield, yeah. I'll flip this over so I can see. Deadpool must be in that stack. Alright, these are all alright, we're getting somewhere. The Wizard of Oz. Let's put these back. They're too babies. I'm going to try to fill this up first. Baby Stay Out. I remember when that came out when I was a little bitty kid. Love that movie. Now, I'm not trying to judge y'all. Y'all believe in what y'all believe in. But when I met my husband, I was old style Baptist. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. But as you can see, this is a Jimmy Swaggart, a study in the Word. And when I first, like, my husband wanted me to hear him, and I'm like, okay, I'll hear him. And when he put it on, and I first heard that man, the first things that popped out was, we do need God in our life, but take it one day at a time. And the more you do that, the more you talk to God. You don't have to give up all your sins. God understands. That's why his son died, for our sins. And just take 1 minute of your day to talk to God. Take a few minutes of your day. Don't forget about God. He's the whole reason why we're here. And here now it's like, okay, I think this guy's awesome, you know? He's not a terrible person. We all are human beings. We're all bound to make a mistake. That's why God gave up his only son for our sins. He loved us so much, he gave up his son. I believe no one in their right mind as a human being would give up their child to sacrifice for my sins or anybody else. So God did that for us. God is a wonderful God. And I try not to talk about it this often because I've dealt with judgmental people who's like, oh, you believe in God, but you're this, you're that. But God clearly says not to judge others based off their sins and mistakes, for you also make mistakes. And a lot of people get mad at me about that, but it's the truth. Like, don't sit there and judge. If you're sitting there calling someone fat, you're hurting their feelings. What you're doing is, you're just setting yourself up to go through what they went through. So let's say you're not fat. It happened to me. I made fun of someone in the past. Well, guess what? There are consequences to your actions on what you say to people. Whether you meant to say them or not, it hurt their feelings. So, depending on what you say, what you mean, it can come back and bite you. And that's what happened. And so, I was fat for the longest time. But I deserved it, because I was being bullied back in the day. But also, you have to remember, is I came from an abusive situation. More mental. And so, the only escape in the end was leaving. Thank God that night. I was so scared. Leaving. I prayed, and I prayed. And God gave me a way. Rather, I knew it was going to be that way. He sent me a direction. And I have 2 beautiful children. I have a beautiful husband. My life isn't wonderful, but God is keeping me alive. God is God is giving stuff that we need. And He has made me more humble the past 2 years than I've ever been my whole entire life. After losing that job and stuff, I got that job because I prayed about it. I got that job because I was living right. And, you know, things happen. You can't blame so-and-so for everything you do, but I may have not done some things right, and, you know, that's fine, but also the job was more mental stress than anything, and I was getting constantly sick off the bleach. I tried dishwashing, but just getting sick because I had breathing problems, and I was breathing in something I'm allergic to severely. Not just minor or anything like that, but like, I can show you real fast. I don't know if you can see that. That's just my neck. That right there is from the bleach. I had a solid red spot for months. Oh, I did not mean to do that. My bad. But anyway, I had a solid red spot for months. And I was constantly sick. Like, every time I went into work, midway through shift, I started to dry heave. Because I couldn't, at one point, I kept telling them I can't eat, but I was sitting there hungry, and I knew it was, but I couldn't eat because it's getting sick from the bleach. And I kept holding on to the job, but I was telling my husband at the time that I really am getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like, it was to the point where I was sleeping every off day. I would come in and I would do literally everyone's job, and I was sick half the time. So I chose my health over everything. I chose the fact that they were abusing people. I seen it. There's nothing I could have done. Even reporting it wouldn't have been good. And you're like, why didn't you report it? Why didn't People ask me all the time, why didn't you report it? 1, I'm female. 2, I'm short, and I'm not a man, so I'm not going to be listened to as well. Also, I know I dress like a man, but I'm not a man. I know I do dress like a man, though. And people take that wrong. People look at you different. And, like, I know what I am biologically. The Lord accepts that I accept that. And at the end of the day, it's clothes, okay? I know a lot of people are going to be screaming about that, but at the end of the day, what is more comfortable, what makes me happy, is my happiness. So if I'm wearing a hoodie, a shirt and stuff that's for men, but I'm comfortable in, then I'm comfortable. I shouldn't have to change for no one. Here's the Disney movies. I'm going to get them started right here. Like I said, they're not in particular order. They're just going to go up there and go on to the next one. Okay, Despicable Me is not Disney. Curly Bear is Disney. Beauty and the Beast. Fox and the Hound 2. Moana. 8 Below. Show Dogs. Oh my gosh, guys. This was my all-time favorite. I can't think of his name, but I love these two right here that end up getting together in the end. Now, in real life, I don't mind ants, but... Okay. So during the whole ordeal with the roommate, I'm not trying to bring him up in the back way, but I would go out to the park to get some fresh air to keep from arguing with someone. So we go down to the park, and there's this big, like we have two different parks. We have one for school actually, and we have a little one here for the apartments. And so there's this big anthill, and I'm sitting there poking it, and one got on me, and the mark's still there. Barely can see it, but I got a little bump, and then I realized I was playing with fire ants. I was like, yeah, I deserve that. Oh, I deserve that for upsetting them. Oh my gosh, guys, if you can, go watch this, Turning Red. I've watched this over 1,000 times, and I'll still watch it. Beethoven's good too, by the way. Spirit Away is my jam. It's gonna go over here. Same with this. Who is this wrestling? Oh my goodness, guys. This was his favorite, Workman's favorite back in the day. I had this on VHS. This is how old I am. I would literally watch this. He said he had very few movies. I know that's not a Disney movie, but it's like my favorite, so I don't care anymore. But yeah, he had a certain set of movies. He had what we call parents that got the basic, and that's all they could afford. I understand that. But that's the thing, guys. Mine was more mental than physical abuse. So when I bring this stuff up, I know she's mad at me. I don't care. She attacked my channel first. She ruined half my childhood. But it's like, I did get fed, okay? She did take me to doctor's appointments only when she felt like it was convenient enough. She quit running me to the doctors after I got a certain age because she didn't have Medicare anymore. So she's taking me up to the Indian clinic where you can get help if needed. Since I didn't have insurance, that's where she's taking me. It's sad. It's sad how my life turned out during that time, but I think it was supposed to make me stronger in a sense. It didn't break me. It just messed me up a little, you know? The secrets of, and I can't say the last, but this is a good one. Oh my gosh, guys, I got this later on after it came out, Migration. I love ducks. Love ducks. Love that movie. This is also a good one. Fern Gilly, The Last Rainforest. Charlotte's Web and Rango. Johnny Depp is my favorite actor. Even though all that went down, I felt kind of bad for the guy. Like, this guy really deserved that. He's a great actor. I wish that they would let him back on Pirates of the Caribbean, but no. Also, I am that old because when this first came out, I was a little bitty child, and I watched this when it aired. Because we had cable TV back in that time. I don't know, it could have been, I know they had Dish at one point, they had DirecTV at one point. So we had both, but the reason why they switched DirecTV, no offense guys, DirecTV was expensive back in the day. Very expensive. And yes, I love Lego games and Lego shows, all the above. Okay, my husband hates this. I don't know if you remember when it came on Cartoon Network, but I think it did get banned at some point because it's it's almost naked animals, so they're in their underwear. They're in their underwear, and he hates this show so much. He hated when I watched it. Absolutely hated it. What I mainly got now is the kids shows to deal with. Oh no! Oh no, we gotta move this stuff. Hold on. I just realized I messed up. I was like, I know I'm more movies than this. Adult movies and stuff. Not like bad adult movies, but you know, sometimes they say things. Jokes, adult jokes. Alright, let's see what we got here. John Wayne. I got Christmas movies, so that's what I'm working on moving at the moment. Alright, I gotta say homeless. So I can just start flinging them on here. The Bear's a good movie when it came out. I was a teenager. Pure Country, the Two Gift. I have not seen that. I heard it's very, very good. And I had it for a year now here, and I haven't watched it. The Secret Garden is my all-time favorite. It's more or less a kid movie. Yeah. Finding Neverland. Anger Management. Anger Management with Adam Sandler in it. Oh my gosh, I laughed so much during that. Soul Surfer, when it came out, I was a teenager. You guys gotta go check that out. It's about an Australian girl that was surfboarding. She got her arm literally bit off by a shark, and she had to learn how to surf with one arm. It's an amazing story. It's a blessing that she was able to continue what she loved doing. I have a lot of different movies. I have some that I just don't care about. I will eventually get rid of. But for now, that's it. Right up there. So I got Barbie, I got Pokemon. Putting all my Pokemon together. Maybe not, surprisingly, Dragon Ball. A couple of Dragon Ball movies. Oh yeah, the Indian in the cupboard. That was one of my husband's shows that he had to watch. Cars 3, that is a Disney. Oh goodness. It was stuff. Alright, there's one more. Gumby. That's right here. A couple. Let's see here. Well, I mean, it's not gonna hurt. Okay, that was his movie. Oh yeah, gonna be down here. SpongeBob, Legos, adult movies, in there. Hotel Transylvania and Shrek. finds the new ones. I don't like the new one, I like the old one. Cat. More kid movies. More kid movies. Kid movie. Kid movie. Kid movie. Alright. It's like I'm trying to fill this up to the best of my ability. This one can go down here. There can go up there. I might just scoot up a little bit more. Okay. This is awesome. With this show, we can go right there. Do a few more keys right here. Maybe put two more maybe. No, just one more. So I'm gonna put the rest of the seeds down here. Oh, Chicken Run was my all-time favorite. Loved it. Watched it over 100 times as a child. Yeah, the rest of these seeds will be going down here. After they quit falling everywhere. So first the day is gone, and I'm going to finish off camera, guys, because I'm pretty sure this is going to take another hour. These are a bunch of Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo, Looney Tunes, SpongeBob, like TV shows and movies. And so I was waiting on Disney back with the opening over here. I was going to put the Switch games over here. Alright. This is to a game, but it's like an extra thing. Out of sight, out of mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then this can probably go there. Anyway, guys, oh, let me put these over here real fast. I forgot to put the rest of these over here. Okay. There we go. Thank you guys so much. I know 2 hours is long for cleaning, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, hey, workman. I didn't see big storm coming in. Oh, goodness. Well, I love you too, workman, my husband. I'm so sorry I dragged this out so long, guys. I was just having so much fun. I didn't realize. But thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed that live stream. And I'll be back here in a little bit once I have my gaming set up and have my art desk over there. I just don't want to keep you guys on here too much longer. Thank you again. Thanks for likes and subs if you have. If you haven't, hit that like button and sub so you can stay up to date with what I'm doing. Appreciate it very much. Thank you guys. I'll take pictures of the finish and post in community. Thank you so much.